Mario Kart is pretty much a game series that everybody knows, unless you live under a rock. Seriously though, this spin-off is kinda like SpongeBob. They're both ongoing series that can easily appeal to the mass audience. I myself am a huge Mario Kart fan, as you could already tell, so I feel like it's time for me to rank every Mario Kart from worst to best. But before we begin, I just want to quickly preface that a very small amount of subscribers are actually watching my videos, so if you end up enjoying this one, feel free to subscribe. It's totally free and you can always unsubscribe whenever you feel like. Anyways, enjoy the video. Super Mario Kart is one of the first games I watched on YouTube, and this is because I never grew up with a Super Nintendo. I eventually got to play it, and I can confirm still to this day that it is the most difficult Mario Kart to control. It's not really a bad game, but I swear there's a lot of tight corners in this one, and it doesn't help that the drifting here isn't the best. To add, I hate how the AI can jump over traps, and even though there are 20 tracks, the themes are relatively the same. I get that Super Mario World was hot at the time, but it does get pretty boring playing Mario Circuit and Bowser Castle like, what, 4 times? Overall, Super Mario Kart has to be in the bottom of the list. It's simply the least fun, and it's probably mostly due to the limitations that the Super Nintendo had at the time. I mean, you couldn't even render racing games in 3D back in the day, and I'm pretty sure adding more stuff onto the course would probably break the system. Not like it's Super Mario Kart's fault, it was just, you know, the first game, and it was, what, 1992? So, yeah. Now, Mario Kart Super Circuit is pretty much Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64 combined. The sprites are from Mario Kart 64 while having the gameplay and tracks designed similar to Super Mario Kart. This one's a little better than the first game as it is a lot more controllable and has a lot more tracks to choose from. Especially if you count the Super Nintendo tracks, they actually brought that back, but you know, it isn't exactly the same, but hey, it's still there. However, this one is still kinda bland compared to the rest. I mean, other than being the first Mario Kart on handheld, it didn't bring anything new to the table. It just has the same characters from 64 with new tracks. That's pretty much it. However, I gotta say, I played countless races on Ribbon Road and Rainbow Road. I don't know why, they're just super fun in this version, so I'll give it that. Here's a fun fact for y'all. Mario Kart 64 was the first video game I've ever played, and it was so fun at the time. However, coming back to it years later, it isn't as fun as I thought it was. I notice now when playing that characters can spin out so easy, and the drifting in this is horrible. Sometimes I feel like it barely even is a boost. Not to mention the rubber banding in this game is a little bit annoying, and I hate how long Rainbow Road and Wario Stadium is. Luckily, this was fixed in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with Rainbow Road, but Wario still needs that treatment. Anyways, what I will say positively is that Mario Kart 64 pretty much set the standard today, with more frantic items, it being in 3D, besides the sprites, of course, and the battle mode being a blast. Despite all of this, I think it's still pretty overrated in my opinion. I mean, we have frantic items in the newer Mario Karts, they're all in 3D, battle mode is like freaking online now, so it makes this one pretty obsolete. Sorry guys, but this one will just forever be nostalgic. That's it. Okay, so I'm actually going to be putting Mario Kart Arcade GP 1 and 2 together in this one, as Mario Kart Arcade GP Deluxe is essentially those two games, but pretty much better all around. Now, this is a game I didn't get to play till last year, and I gotta say, the Deluxe version has the most characters and it introduces power sliding and gliding, and of course more items, but it's pretty much a simplified Mario Kart game. You only get 3 items to use per race despite there being like, I don't know, over 100 to choose from, and the courses are simplistic just like in the first games. This one is significantly higher than the rest because of the variety, solid gameplay, especially for an arcade game, and for how beautiful it is. Also, it can still be played at Dave & Buster's, and you can actually play against your friends if you do at the same time. Like I said, it's a pretty fun game, but too simplistic for me. Mario Kart Tour at number 6? Shocking. I recently reviewed this game, and if you want to check it out, I'll have a link in the description down below. But Mario Kart Tour sits at a solid 6 because of its more recent updates. The events now allow you to have more access to purchasing things at the shop instead of just grinding coins, and it finally has multiplayer, which it desperately needed compared to when it first launched. With multiplayer, this game is a lot more fun. No more BS rubber banding from the AI, and you can still get rewards from playing just online. Not to mention, I love the skins in the game, despite it being a gacha game and pretty much needing to spend money on rubies to get like every single one. But if you can live past that idea, core Mario Kart is still here. The controls aren't even bad in my opinion anymore, thanks to another update introducing Landscape Mode. And let me just say, it is a lot easier. Anyways, there's also a lot of new items in this one, such as the Ice Flower that will make players freeze momentarily, and this huge big Bob-omb thing. Regardless what people say though, they gotta admit that this game shines because it's still being constantly updated with new tracks, and of course with the new trick and reverse versions, which, make the experience even better. It's definitely a key takeaway from this ranking. Now, I used to give this game a lot of credit before and thought this would be much higher, but I had to put it lower for various reasons. To start, of course, you can't play online anymore, but when you did, you could play with only 4 people, which didn't make it as frantic or fun. Not to mention, after coming back to playing the tracks, they're just alright to me, and the retro track selection, while technically being the first real retro track list, not some BS reskin of one game, it doesn't have the best selection. Honestly, I think I really liked it for the single player experience. Mission mode was awesome, playing verse mode or battle mode by yourself with various options was a real bonus. However, Mario Kart is played best when you have friends or randos around, and this one does not take the cake. But it still can be pretty fun today, as the gameplay is really fluid and the drifting is simply broken in this game. Like seriously, oh man, like you have to play Mario Kart DS and just snake. Snaking is like the competitive term of just like drifting like every 2 seconds or so it makes the game super more competitive. And I guess if you have a room of people that can do the same thing, like you just connect 3Ds or something, then it'll be super fun. But, sadly, what are the chances of that happening nowadays? Despite Mario Kart DS being pretty solid, nothing can top a true modern Mario Kart handheld experience with this one, Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart 7 came out during the time I took a break from video games, and at the time I was actually focusing a bit more transitioning to high school and trying new things. However, this is a game I would play periodically, even playing it actually today, and it looks really good for an early 3DS release. The gameplay again is solid, albeit not perfect, but is a lot more controllable than the past rankings. And to add, the core selection in this game, in my opinion, is the best. I just love Piranha Plant Slide, Rosalina's Ice World, Shy Guy Bazaar, Rock Mountain, Maka Woohoo, and let's not forget the retro tracks being Maple Treeway, Koopa Cape, and Waluigi Pinball. And while there is no verse mode or mission mode in this one, which can be kind of a bummer, the online makes up for it. And as I said before, Mario Kart is amazing when it comes to online. I played a decent amount of it back in the day, and it's still great today, but I still think the ones higher in this list are better online. Plus, the character selection in this one is terrible. Why did they remove Waluigi and add Queen Bee? Like, why? Sitting at number 3, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, regular 8 won't be appearing on this list since it's literally the same game as Deluxe, but with less content. Anyways, Deluxe is great almost all around. Tricks are back, gliding is back, anti-gravity, while not being a real game changer, is a neat bonus. There's a lot of karts, wheels, and gliders to choose from, picking assortment of tracks to race on. But, like I said, what's holding this one back? Well, after starting to play this game every week on stream, my friends and I have noticed more and more how dumb the new item system is in this one. Items used to be based off your current ranking instead of distance. I personally don't like this now because if a person's in first or just a bunch of people are so far away from you and the other pack that you're currently with, everyone around you will literally get the same items. There were instances where I can't pass anyone because everyone right in front of me are getting like triple mushrooms, goldens, and stars, and I was getting the same thing. And speaking of stars, man, that thing is so slow in this game. Not to mention, it gets crazy if you're literally within the pack, as most of the time you're fighting against each other, hitting each other with things, while the people that are just further are vibing. In addition, the character selection is also kind of a mess now, with the babies, Koopalings taking so much space, and unnecessary versions of Mario and Peach. Overall, still a really fun game. I just feel like it's so time for Mario Kart 9 and to go back to that old item system. Mario Kart Double Dash is the most unique Mario Kart out of the whole series, hands down. This is pretty much due to the fact that this is the only one where you can actually race with 2 people per kart. And let me just preface how much this makes a game changer with 2 characters where they can hold 2 items just like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. However, what makes this one even more unique is the fact that each character in this one has their very own special item. So when you select your characters to race, you can pretty much strategize their team and figure out who goes well with who. In addition, I think this game is just filled with character and personality. The animations are pretty cool and funny to look at, and the soundtrack absolutely balls. I also love the minor references from other games such as the helicopter from Yoshi's Island, Daisy Cruiser being seen in Peach Beach, and Luigi's Mansion being a battle course. To add, I just love playing this iteration of Rainbow Road. Baby Park here is still the best version in my opinion because of them Bowser shells. Waluigi Stadium's a blast, Wario Coliseum is cool, Mushroom City, Yoshi's Circuit, DK Mountain, Bowser's Castle, ugh. Simply one of the best. And even though there is no online, this is still amazing with friends, on Partner Grand Prix, and of course in verse mode. However, despite literally all of this, there's only one Mario Kart that tops this superb title. Ladies and gentlemen, I present before you my personal favorite Mario Kart of all time, Mario Kart Wii. I had so many, and I mean so freaking many memories playing this one. I loved it so much that I even joined a clan at some point because I just simply thought this one was like perfect. To start, the character selection here is the most solid. No BS characters, good selection of small, medium, and large ones. Sure, the bikes are way better than the karts in this game, but the bikes honestly made the competitive scene a lot better in this game. The gameplay overall is also super smooth, especially if you choose the bullet bike, mock bike, or flame rider. Inside drifting was the key to surpass many players online and had the most control. The Rainbow Road in the Wii version is probably my favorite, and it introduced Maple Trueway, Koopa Cape, Daisy Cruiser, and DK Summit, which are also about equally as good. In addition, the physics in my opinion are pretty much perfect, allowing players to pull off insane shortcuts that won't necessarily break the game, unless you somehow do Grumble Volcano glitch in the beginning. Mario Kart Wii also still has an active community thanks to Mr. Bean 35000 VR and chatters, making CTGB and CTGP Online a thing. So yeah, you can still play online till this day when you mod MK Wii in your Wii or Wii U, I guess. While I'm aware that you can do the same thing in Mario Kart 7 and 8, I feel it's not the same and not as grand as Mario Kart Wii's. There's just so many crazy and awesome community tracks to choose from, and there have been neat updates to make the game a lot more interesting and different, such as Item Rain and Countdown. There's also even YouTubers that still actively make videos about this game, such as my favorite one being TWD98 aka Troy. So to summarize, Mario Kart Wii is perfect for the competitive community, which is pretty much perfect for me. I still play it regularly, maybe not as often as MK8 Deluxe due to that one being the most popular, but it's still enough to the point where I appreciate for being so freaking awesome. So guys, what you think? Do you agree or disagree with my list? Feel free to comment all of that down below. I would love to hear everyone's personal opinions. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, feel free to share, drop a like, and subscribe if you want to see more Mario Kart videos and live streams. Thanks for watching. Jigsaw Flex, out.